Okay, so welcome everyone. We are on day 4 of Live Reversal 5-day WhatsApp class, and we are just opening this call with a couple of sales processes that you guys have put into the group. Let's start with the Raktim. So, Raktim, stage is yours, and you can just go ahead and explain something that you have shared in the group, so that I
Yeah.
understand that what is your key takeaway and all. Then I can help you work better on your sales process. Please go ahead.
Firstly, it's a five-step process.
Okay.
What we follow currently,
Mm-hmm.
it's a five-step process. I uploaded the image also. If any client asks for what is the process and all, it becomes repetitive to tell them. So I made this previously, and I just forward this to them, or I just show it in my laptop. It was made previous. So the first is to ask to contact the client and ask for their convenient time and mode of contact. Some people prefer video calls on the evenings with family. Some people just prefer text messages or calls. It is up to them. Then we ask for the floor plan and the dimensions, the carpet area and all, and we understand the requirement and problems what they're facing. If this is a makeover project or the problems they're facing in their existing space, we just and the requirements. We try to focus on that. Then we start on the second step. We provide them the basic furniture layout, and we don't charge anything for that. It is very basic, and we suggest and we do some tips and suggestions on their existing space, what the with the problem they are facing and all. And then if the layout needs to get updated, we update that and finalize it. Then we fix a meeting at the client's place, or it may be somewhere else in CCT or some food court or something like that. If the client is willing to come to our office, we entertain that also. In that we show them the renders, the 2D or 3D renders as asked by the client, the materials and the catalogs. We discuss on that day, on the third day, on the third meeting, and we give them a basic quotation and we inform about our process if there is any query or something like that. The fourth process is finalizing design and on finalizing the quotation. It is optional because it either merges with on the third part or the fifth part. It is not a. It's very few times it is a separate process. Otherwise, it's mostly merges on the third or the fifth. If we need to update the design or the client asks for any update on the design, then we need to wait for the final quotation. And since we are finalizing the design and updating the design, and on the fifth, we just do the paperwork and payment, and that's it. That's the closure. Then we move into the operation.
Okay, so your process says that first you make designs, right? Yeah, because in the third stage, or maybe the third day that you said, is like you show the renders and materials and catalogs, right? And once that happens, they finalize design and they finalize quotation.
We give the basic quotation on day three on the first sales meeting. We give the basic quotation. If there is any updates or changes on the render, then the final designing and quotation happens. If there is not, then the basic quotation is the final quotation.
Okay. Okay, pretty fine. So the process looks okay, but is it kind of giving you conversion or no?
Yeah, so it is giving us conversion.
Great,
The
great.
problem we face are in the operations. It is not majorly on the sales.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So average, what is the ticket value that you do?
Its value is it depends, sir. Mostly it's
Average,
like
average. This average.
average we take it for 5 to 6 lakhs.
Okay, 5 to 6 lakhs. And average, how many projects you do in a year?
Are currently doing 5 to 6 in a year.
Okay, so around 30 to 36 lakhs turnover in a
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
In your profit margin?
Margin is mostly 15 to 20.
Okay, let's.
Mostly 15, sometimes 20.
Okay, so that means around 3.5 lakh to 4.5 lakh, maybe a year.
Yeah.
So two of you, right?
Hmm.
So around 2 lakhs to each. Let me finish my call, please. Um, that's pretty tight, right?
Yeah, that is right. What I'm saying that the customer we get mostly it is we close the most deals. Okay, maximum deals we close it.
Hmm.
But the thing is that we are not getting much clients. The marketing game needs to be stronger.
Hmm. So at least now, after on the fourth day, you have insight in your business
Mhm.
that you got to have a better marketing in order to go for a better targets and better financial
So
goals.
actually, the thing is that it doesn't affect me much because we have another business. We are into fabrications, means metal goods, manufacturing and all. We have a separate business,
Correct. That's
and
okay.
we
So Rakesh,
but
what I'm trying to say is, business is a business. Even if you have two
yeah,
business or four business, it got to be profitable. It got to be profitable. It got to be something wherein if you're putting effort, it should get you money. Okay. So even if you have two business or three business, doesn't matter. Don't think that way that okay, I have another business and that is taking care of my overheads and stuff. But anything that you're doing, you should get returns, right, in some or other way, or at least maybe if you have some planning in pipeline, and if it is going happening that way, then it is good. Okay, great. So Subbu has joined. Subbu, you are there?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes. So you shared your process. Can you just go ahead and explain me that? Subbu,
Sorry, sir, I'm unable to hear you. Can
I'm
you please
saying,
repeat?
you have shared your process in the group, right? Can you just go ahead and explain that once? Can you hear me, Subbu? Okay, we'll come back to him. I think some audio issue with him. Okay, who else has designed the sales process? What about you, Ruben, Mohsin, Rajesh, Meha, Payal, Swati?
I have shared, sir.
You shared? Okay. Let me just check.
I actually could not do it today, sir. So
Oh, yeah, Rajesh has shared. Okay. So, okay, go ahead. Who couldn't do it? Mohsin, you couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it. So I'll do
That's
it after
okay.
the call.
Fine. Sure. Okay. So, Rajesh, go ahead and explain.
Yes, sir. Actually, I have worked 2 years for 3D visualization for another company. I just
Mhm.
now started a 3D visualization company 1 year back, my own company. 6 months gone in Corona. From next month, I am going to start execution and designing myself. So, on the basis of your video, I have made the plan of the sales process
Okay.
from converting the lead to customer. First, based after we getting the lead, we contact the client and we show our quality and our previous work, show our value,
Okay.
show our hook points which they can connect. And
No, that's okay. But what I'm trying to say is,
yeah,
whatever the process you have just made, if you can just
yeah,
quickly explain that, then we'll
yeah,
get on to that, wherein how to build a process and all that. wherein
Yeah.
I can just give the some of the inputs.
Yeah, I'll just explain that one too. From the lead, we contact the client, we
Okay.
show our points and show our value, what we can give them. If they took to the point, they will give us an appointment to meet. So the lead will convert into prospect.
Mm-hmm.
And we schedule the meeting for detailed discussion of what is the requirement and what we can do. After the meeting, we schedule a sales meeting.
Mm-hmm.
We will plan and we'll call you and we'll give them the date to come
Yeah.
again to discuss about what we can do, what we can offer.
Okay.
On the day of sales meeting, we present the detailed quotation and explain our execution process in detail and discuss the payment terms and conditions, and we give our quotation.
Okay.
If the
What do you mean by
discussions, if
final
they are,
pitch?
yeah, the final business discussion, the final offer, yeah, if they negotiate, what way we must discuss, no? What are their points they're trying to
Mm-hmm.
negotiate.
Mm-hmm.
If they are agree with us, it is success and they convert into customer. If they are not into the point and it's
So
a
I just
failing
want to
business,
understand that
yeah,
when you do the final pitch and if it goes to failure, I mean, if the customer
yeah.
doesn't buy, then how further it gets converted into lead? Because I
No,
mean, I
not
don't have
it.
multiple screen today, but I'm watching in the phone. So
Not
how?
converted into lead. Go back to other lead. He left us. He is not satisfied with us. So we take another lead. Like,
So if it gets converted, you don't go to another lead.
what it gets into the customer. Yeah,
If it gets converted, then you
converted
don't
also.
get to the next lead.
Converted. He will be our customer. We will be doing his work, and we will also be going to the lead. Next
So
customer.
so from success also it should go to the lead, right?
Yeah. I didn't put it back in the flow chart, but it will. I
Because
first
it is little confusing. I thought from failure,
yeah.
how he becomes
Yeah,
again.
yeah, yeah. It's my first time doing with
Fine,
flow
no
chart.
problem. But anyways, version one is
Yeah,
always good. At least you
yeah,
understood that there are some steps. See,
yeah.
asking you to do the assignment is to
Yeah.
put you into some thought processes, right?
Yeah.
That now you
It
okay. Now you know that there are some
it has
steps.
given the clarity of the sales.
There may be n number of steps, but at least if
Yeah,
you put across at least 4 or 5 steps, and you know that
yeah,
okay, these are the steps,
yeah,
then you go ahead and actually do those 4 or 5 steps. It gives you clarity that
yeah,
wherever you are falling short, and probably either you need to add, alter, or subtract any of the step, and that is how your process version improves. So maybe version 1, then version 2.0, version 3.0, 4.0, and then once you see that okay, this is working out fantastic. No process is perfect process, because every process will not give you 100% result, but it definitely puts you in a place where you are doing better than before. That is why the process is very important. And what process does is, process gives clarity, first of all, to you and anyone who is working with you. Okay, that is number one. Second thing, it gives the clarity to the customer when you tell him that this is my steps. Okay, these are my steps: number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, and all that, right? I'll just show you one message from a customer. Okay, please, one second. Okay, I'm just finding it. I don't know, I've not saved the number, but I just got a lead from somewhere. Yeah, okay, see, okay, I just found it. Okay, this is the message. And he said, I need 2 BHK interior design quotation. I said, sure, thank you for reaching me. I'll ask my CRM to get in touch with you. Then I asked him, where did you get my reference? And he said, Facebook. Okay, then he said, please ask him to WhatsApp me. Thank you. I said, sure, thanks. Okay, this was the conversation with him. I asked my person to speak to him. he went ahead and said that we don't give quotation at all. Okay, we explained our entire processes, and we showed him that from this one to this one, this is how we do it. Let us know if it is okay with you. Then he said okay. Okay, and he is now into the process wherein he is not asking for quotation. Anyways, tomorrow I am going to open up complete process wherein you understand that how it starts with a lead. When the lead gets generated, either so this is like a organically got generated. He must have seen something somewhere, and he reached out to me. He got my number and he messaged me. Now I've just put him into the process wherein my CRM is nurturing him. So what we do is, first we send out a Google form to him. Okay, we first go ahead and talk. Okay, we go ahead and talk, and let's say we tell him that look, we don't give a quotation because that doesn't make any sense, giving quotation initially, because we also don't know what exactly you want, and most of the time we have seen the customer also doesn't know what they want, right? So here is the Google link. If you fill this entire Google form link, if you fill this entire stuff, then we understand that what you're going to ask from us. Once they do it, and then we put him into the processes wherein we design the complete house for him. We design the complete house, and then once he's okay with that complete design, we just go ahead and give the quotation. And if he finds value in the quotation, he just go ahead and close it. If he doesn't find value, he doesn't close it. So this is the kind of uh, surface level of process what I have told you guys. But in this, there are multiple steps which are like very detailed steps. Okay, and what kind of questions we ask, how we keep him engaged, how we build the trust, how he sticks to us, and even if he doesn't buy from us, we still make money. So I'm sure from this guy, there are almost 80% chances that I'll make some money even if he's not buying from me. So that I'm going to show tomorrow, guys. So your process got to be something like that, wherein if the lead comes in, you should be at least uh, assured that you are going to get some money. And how that, I just leave it to you guys. Think overnight. Tomorrow, anyways, I'm going to show you in the evening that how I do that. Last year, alone by this process, we made close to somewhere around 85,000 rupees. Customer has not closed with us. He just went ahead and gone to some carpenter or maybe some other interior designers or someone else. I don't know. But alone by the process only, we earned 85,000, sorry. And that's the power. So what you guys have designed is a step. Okay, that is the number one. You guys have designed the step, but you need to deep dive into it. And each step that you have designed, you need to figure it out that if I want to make this step more effective, each step should be a sales call. Okay, each step should be a sales call. And how it can be a sales call? That it should give the value to customer, wherein he is coming one step closer to the closure. You guys are getting it? It is called as trust funnel. Okay, it is called as a trust funnel. So you put the customer into the trust funnel, and by the time he's reaching the bottom of it, he at least trusts you on something. He's buying or not buying is a different story. I always say that every customer will not buy. We cannot hold that mindset that every customer will buy because I am the best. No, there are a lot of people who are better than you in the market. There are a lot of people whom customer will find more value than you. So I don't hold that mindset that my process is best and every customer should buy. Every customer doesn't buy, but I'm very sure that even if they don't buy, I still get some money. Okay, so that I'll open up tomorrow. So every step that you design, you need to understand that how do I deep dive and kind of give value. Now, most of you said that the lead generation and take in requirement. So how are you taking requirement is also important. Are you calling him and saying that, okay, what do you want? You want wardrobe? Okay, you want TV? Okay, you want this? You want false ceiling? You want painting? Is that what happens on the call? Don't do that. Never ever do that. Because what happens, maybe you are calling most of the time customer in a daytime, right? And because in the evening or late evening, you feel that now this is not the right time to call customer. Okay. Just one second. So most of the time you call a customer in the daytime. In the night, you feel that it is not now right time to call customer. Daytime, what happens? He is busy with some of his own stuff, right? And whenever you call, just because you have called and he feels that, okay, I need to give you an answer so that, you know, you can work on something. So he's just giving you answer. It is not exactly kind of, giving you answer what he exactly wants in his interiors. And interior is something, if it is a residential interior, every one of you need to understand. If it is a residential interior, it's always husband and wife. It's never one. Okay. I can agree on to saying that the decision power may differ on the percentage wise, maybe 50-50, 60-40, 30-70, or 20-80, or 10-90, or whatever. But there's always a conversation between husband and wife. So why don't you give something wherein, you know, they sit down in the evening or late night after dinner or something after 9 and said, you know what, today one interior designer reached out to me. He's just sent me some link to go ahead and fill. So let's have a look at it. Or maybe he'll just open alone and say, okay, you know what, come over. There's something which we need to fill, and give him the details. So can we just put together everything? There are more chances that they'll give you a better requirement than some requirement over the phone. That is why we don't take requirement over the phone. My CRM just reach out to a customer and say, hey, look, you know what, thank you so much for reaching out to us, and we are excited to work for your project. So before we proceed ahead, we just want to know that what exactly you are looking for. So after this call, I'm just going to send you a Google form link. Okay. That will help you to completely understand that what exactly you are looking. You can just go ahead and tick whatever you want. Anything additional, you can just write it off. I would suggest that, you know, you can even discuss with your partner or any other key decision stakeholder, decision maker, and you can just relax at the night. Maybe, you know, you can just fill it and get back to us. In the moment you submit it, your entire data will come to my design team. And once you do that, I'll again reach out to you. I'll just tell you that how we are going to go ahead. Let us understand what exactly you want. I don't want to take your much time. So if you have anything, I would love to quickly answer, or otherwise I'll just go ahead and end this call, and I'm going to send you a Google form link. This is what the conversation precisely happens. And he says, no, I don't have anything right now. That's absolutely okay. Go ahead and send me Google form link, and I'll revert to it. Now what happens here? We are not taking any customer's time. We are not bugging him up that, okay, you want wardrobe, loft chahiye kya? Acha, kitchen mein loft chahiye kya? You want dishwasher? You want this? Sir, what stone you want? Sir, I am suggesting you, you know, there is a fantastic stone on the kitchen counter. We can go for G5 Nano. It's like, hello, I'm right now, I'm in the office, I'm busy. Can we take this conversation later on? And they say, okay, sir, when should I call you? In the evening? This is what maximum time happens. How many of you are resonating? Yeah. So this is what the step one, wherein Rectim says, yes, me. So Rectim, this is what happens. The step one, wherein the taking requirement. How do we take requirement? It starts from there. We have been grown up listening that first impression is last impression, guys. And when we kind of don't give that clarity at a very first call to the customer, then he's not going to remember us. Now, here I'll just give you one small example of 5-day WhatsApp class. What did I do? Saturday night, if you just go back onto the top and see, Saturday night, I just released one orange color flyer. Why orange? Because it is like bright enough. And I said, you know, WhatsApp class is going to start from tomorrow, but officially it is going to start from Monday. Then I released this thing. that it is weekend, just chill out. 12 p.m. 12 noon, I'm going to release one instruction video. No need to come live and all. Whenever you can just watch, so that you'll understand how is the entire 5-day WhatsApp class is going to happen. And evening we'll just open a call, a group, and we'll stick to the WhatsApp only. Wherein if you have any confusion, I'm just going to come ahead, go ahead and give you the answers by the voice message or a text message. I did that, right? And then you have seen the entire day zero video, and you understood that morning 6 o'clock link will come. You have to put questions on Slido, evening 7 o'clock live and all that. Entire structure is given. What happened? You got the clarity. When you got the clarity, you loved it. But let's say, suppose if I don't give clarity, anytime like I'm saying, okay, 5-day WhatsApp class, anytime I'm just releasing, or maybe it is not pre-recorded video and I'm just saying, okay, come over this thing. And like, hello, you are not even letting us know that every day is 5, 7 p.m. we have to come live. Sometimes you are saying 6 o'clock, sometimes all that thing. So what happens when I gave that clarity, you accepted it, you understood, okay, this is how it is a process. Now here also, if you see, it is a process, there is a sequence. So give the clarity about that process, and people start loving that. Whenever people know what is next and how to do it, what to do, you always like it, right? So when it comes to taking the requirement, you need to understand how. See, we need to always ask for any single step that you have put. You need to ask how and what. Okay. What to ask, how to ask. If it is taking requirement, how to take, what to take. How and what. And when, definitely you need to, in some cases, when. If needs to make a call to a customer, the best time to make a customer, make a call to a customer is between 1 to 2:30. We always make major calls between 1 to 2:30. My CRM eats lunch after 2:30, or maybe he finishes lunch before 1. Why? Because that is the time when the customer is little relaxed, he's not into the mess, and he's at a lunchtime. And he can just take a call when he's having lunch, or maybe, he's fagging outside or something. Because in that 1 to 2:30, they are generally relaxed. Their bosses also have gone, in case if they are into corporate or something, their bosses have also gone for a lunch, and they are at ease. That is where they can at least listen to you for that quick 2 minutes, 3 minutes conversation. And in that also, you're not putting anything onto them. You are saying that, you know what, I don't want to take you much time. And whenever you say that I don't want to take your time, he actually gives you ear. He's like, okay, he's talking something sensible. Like, I'm just going to send you a link. Evening, you can just relax, after the dinner or something. Whoever is your, along with your decision maker, could be madam or, your father or anyone in the house. You can just go ahead with the entire list, and you can peacefully submit that. Once I get it, I'll get back to you, and I'll tell you what is happening next. Okay. It's like, yeah, that's good. Okay. And sometimes what happens, he immediately opens the link. And some people just go ahead and submit it at then and there. Some people do it in the night. So we have seen that most of the submission happening in the night. Okay. At around 9:30, 10:30. Because in the Google Sheet, you get a time when the customer has filled it. So we have seen that pattern. Everything that we kind of observe and understand, that what is how the human behaves. Behavior is something which is very important, which helps you in closure, right? Raktim, you are saying that you have a good closure rate. That is fantastic. So you just need to work on how you get more customers, right? So, but other people who are getting more customers, but they are like kind of not able to close it, or if they are not able to understand that how customers are kind of midway, they run off, they stop taking call and all that. And here in our processes, what happens, we are lucky that customer call us and say, no, what is next? You said this, when is it coming? How is it happening? All that. And to after certain extent, there is no phone call happens. There's no phone calls. There's just a messaging that keeps happening. We just love to chat with customers. Okay. I'm going to show you. We make a group, like how you guys are with me in the group. If you see my process tomorrow, it is exactly replica, or maybe you can say the WhatsApp class is exactly replica of my business process, right? When when I decided to start this 5-day WhatsApp class, and because something is working out for me, and I said, okay, let's go ahead and share with the people and find out that if we are getting some partners to collaborate and work pan India, then I said, okay, how do I do the process? Then I found that, okay, I already have a process. I just need to change the content. I changed it. That is what I'm just doing it. So it gives you so much of immense amount of clarity that what is next, and how do we do it? What do we do it and how do we do it? Meha says how to quote the relatives who contact you and ask money without guilt. Okay. So Meha, you know what? If you have someone in the office, then it becomes very easy. But if you don't have, then you just go ahead and tie up with any of your friend and say, just ask your friend to call your relative and say, I'm calling from Meha's office. And she said that you have some work to be done. And here is our processes, and this is how much we charge. Put someone else. And they might reach out to you and say, Meha, you know what? Someone called from your office and they're asking money from me. And then you say, what do I do? I mean, that is my process. I also have people to pay. So, okay, you just go ahead. Maybe, I'll look for some, I can give you discount. Anyways, you are going to get a very special price. It is not the customer price. You charge more, 10% to the relative. That's what we said, right? We already said that you have a special price. Did we say that it is going to be cheaper? No. We said, you are my relative, you are going to have a special price. Charge 10% extra. Because they are anyways going to eat your head, your mother's head, or your father's head, someone's head, Meha is doing my work. Then your Mossy, they'll call someone, your relative, Meha is doing my work, she's doing good, this, that. And then someone will call you, Acha, you are doing her work, you are doing his work. So all that headache, 10% is okay. You can just go ahead and charge 10% extra. So after some time, relative will be distant. And I don't do my relatives' work anyways. I straight away, because anyways, if it comes to B2B, Subramanian says, he's laughing. When it comes to B2B, I'm just passing on to my friends. But when it comes to B2C, if it is a residence and all, then I'm like very kind of strict, wherein I just straight away go ahead and put them into the process. And I said, this is what it is. And when they say discount and all, I said, see, I'm going to give you discount. No, there is no question that I'm not going to give you discount. And do you think that I have not given you discount? You're my relative. God, you need to trust me. And I don't even give a single penny discount. And I tell him that market I'm charging this much, this is anyways discounted because I knew that you'll ask discount. And how can I take this cost to cost from me? And that much you trust me, right? We are relatives. Then he'll say, now then he's stuck. Now if he doesn't get it done, now if he knows that Meha is expensive, he can't do anything. He'll get it done. Let him do. Let him do. Then he'll go and tell some people, Meha is little, she charged me extra money. At least next relative will not come. Cut that down there. So that is about process, guys. So every step, but that is why I said version 1. Whenever you make version 1, ask what, how, what, how, what, how. Every step you ask what, how. And then you get a good insights of each step. Put that down. Meha says good advice. Yes, Meha, that I exactly do that. Even for that matter, you know what? I am from Mumbai. I'm born and brought up in Mumbai. I am in Hyderabad, so I don't have relatively good relatives here. Maybe some couple of, but then anyways, we don't meet at all. But I have a other problem. I'm a part of BNI and the chapter people and all, if they have to do something, they say, can you just do this for me? You know what? I want to paint. What paint do you think I should put? And I just go ahead and say black. And then they're like, seriously? I said, you have asked for my advice. When you don't want to take it, why are you asking it? Then he's like, no, you're joking. Tell me. Then I said, for my advice, you'll have to pay. Then they don't come back. So when it comes to business, be very strict, guys. Be very strict. Don't waste. I always believe in saving time. Compress your time. It doubles up your money. So someone like that, free ka funda, no dhanda. I don't do. I absolutely don't do. I would rather, probably if he's asking something in other way around, like, when he's helping me out with something, and I see that, he's not a hunter. There is in BNI, if you, some of you are in networking, you will know that there are some people who are hunters. Hunters are what? They'll just go to the jungle, they'll hunt something and get it, right? Free of cost, because they just need to invest onto either gun or a bow or arrow, right? They just go hunt and get it free of cost. Do they have to pay anything in the jungle? No. So some people are like hunters, and they, if they do, even if they are, it is not useful, they'll come and take your service or something, and they'll ask you, they'll use you like a Google. Okay, I'm sitting free, how to do interiors, how to do painting of my cabin, how to, what kind of chair. Some people yes, I know very well BNI, says Swati. Okay, so Swati, you're part of BNI. Neha is also aware. I'm a past president for BNI chapter, my chapter. I'm a very active member. And then, I was also new and I didn't realize. And they went on giving me some, okay, not now, she says. And they went on giving me some or other roles and all that. And because I was, I mean, I don't know, people say that, I'm good at delivery and all. So they just went ahead and made me president, and I was so happy. Then I realized I was like a Balika Bakra. Okay. So they made me scapegoat. And then I just, after my term, I just stepped down and I'm just like a normal member now. Now I know how to do and what to do. Okay. I will just come back to our topic, guys. Okay. Great. So,
Because that is also, sorry, that is also one of the sales part, because they give you business. So I'm not sure. One of the meetings where I'd gone, they already had an interior designer, so they did not take me in. And plus I was quite new, and like I said, I was more into art direction before, and that is completely different from interior designing. So I was also not that keen, but initially, but when I went, the like the environment and all look good, but I'm not sure that how much business do you get from there.
business, definitely you get. Business is not an issue. BNI is a fantastic platform for that matter. Okay.
Mm.
If you know how to use the platform, it is like amazing. But my problem is I know better ways of getting business than a BNI. For people who doesn't know how to get a business other than networking, for them it is good. But you need to be part of that, kind of Saas Bahu serial every week, because it's, I mean, I cannot handle that kind of a politics and stuff like that. I'm like a very straight person wherein I just go ahead and speak truth on the face, and a lot of people don't like it, right? So that is one problem when it comes to this kind of platforms. Otherwise, platform is good. Their processes are very strong. I just love their processes. I learned a lot from DNA. So for that matter, yes, you can just go ahead and experience how they do it and what they do it and all. Processes are good, but I mean, you have so many people, right? So it's a crowd there, and then there's a politics which I can't handle, which I can't handle. Okay, questions, guys. Subbu asks, you give warranty for your execution? Yes, Subbu, we give 5 years warranty. We give 5 years warranty, and if it is headache on hardware, it is lifetime warranty. If anything goes wrong, we just go ahead and contact headache, and then they take care of it. Woodwork, anything, nothing happens in 5 years. So just go ahead and give for 5 years, nothing happens. You'll be at peace.
If in case anything happens, sir.
Then you need to be attentive. You need to go ahead and rectify. I mean, that's the ethical thing, right? That is what warranty means.
So it is a warranty or guarantee, sir? Because warranty and
There is
guarantee
no
differ.
guarantee. There is no guarantee. If we give guarantee, we'll have to find a guarantor. Okay. So it's just a warranty, and warranty is basically
Yes.
on hardware and not on the scratch and someone breaks it or something, right? all those kind of stuff. Majorly on this thing, if the laminate gets puffed or plywood gets puffed, those kind of stuffs are covered in warranty, not guarantee. Never ever give guarantee, because you are not building any hardware, any plywood, anything in your house, right? If we are probably making in-house, we know that what we are doing. But how do you trust some third-party material? You are just putting it together and you are assembling and giving it, right? How can you give guarantee? You can just give warranty.
So does it happen?
Sir,
Like,
your
Yeah. Sorry, Mohsin. Okay, go
sir,
ahead.
your overhead or profit get differs client to client. Like see, business is business. Like as for us, it is a kind of a fixed one, or it varies.
So
The
yeah,
profit may vary.
definitely varies, but it doesn't vary too much, because I'll tell you now. Let's say suppose one site which is just 3 kilometers from my office. Okay, one site which is like 30 kilometers from my office. Now, when it is 30-kilometer office, definitely my the coordinators and the site supervisor and all, whenever they are going to the site, there's I pay 2 rupee 50 paise per kilometer to my guys for the bike. Okay, plus 3 months I'm just paying some lump sum amount for the maintenance of the bike. So that 30 kilometers when he's going, it is like 2 rupee 50 paise. So every day I'm paying that money, right, to him. Now when if it is 3 kilometers, then I'm just going ahead and paying less amount for that. Not only that, but when he's going for a distance, more distance, he's spending time, right? When he's spending time, end of the month, I'm paying him salary. So that way my profit varies, right? Because productivity gets impacted. I mean, I get into so much of calculation. Huh? That is why I'm telling you. Gujus always get into the calculations. So, so if I'm taking more sites which are like away from my offices, then definitely my profit is going to impact it. Maybe it will impact by 2%, but it is impacted. That is how it varies. Second thing, again, the effort to your return ratio that you need to see. Now if it is this site wherein the customer is like kind of I have to coordinate lot with the builder and other stuff, right? Some people say, okay, you do woodwork, I have my own pop fellow and I have my own electrician who is doing from my dad's time. And then you need to go ahead and calculate, because there's a wardrobe, there's a light coming in the kitchen, there's a below the wall unit light is coming, for chimney you need to coordinate and all those stuff, right? Now there your time is going more. So if you are finishing one site in like 20, let's say in 20 days, there you are finishing in 30 days. So you are anyways paying 10 days more for your people, right? Salaries and stuff like that. So it is impacting. It is not direct impact, but definitely it impacts. It impacts your time, it impacts your energy, it impacts some percentage of your profit and all that. But in rolling, generally we don't see it, but we kind of analyze it and see that, okay, if it is at a little distance, we need to make sure that we don't kind of go too much down on our negotiation. Anyways, I don't go down, but otherwise, even if you are in that kind of this thing, go ahead and say, you know what, there's a little distance also. So whenever I'm making a drive to that side, there's more time, there's more diesel to it, right? So all those factors you need to kind of understand. That
And
meanwhile,
this happens with the electrician mostly, because
yeah,
people have their own electrician at home who does the maintenance and chota mota works. And while doing the whole work, those electricians are we had to work with them. And those people are not technical people. They don't understand the words, technical words, and they talk in their language we don't understand mostly.
true, true. So that way, it definitely fluctuates the profitability. Otherwise, it all depends on how much you have negotiated, Subbu, based on that. Yeah.
Sir,
Next question.
see, actually, earlier I worked in a corporate, so I could
Okay.
see when my contractor quote the quotation, I could see it is like almost 40-50% higher. Like when I compare the L1, L2, L3, so people quote it like I don't know what they actually think on it, but they quote it just like that 40%, 50%. So what is that like when they think that client is unaware? So if we get the project, we get a good profit, or how they quote it like that?
because they know that client is going ahead and going to slash it down by 50% sometime or something like that. Because I don't know if you know Gujarat, you know what happens if you go ahead and quote something for 10 lakhs, they'll say 5 lakhs, right? I don't know in Calcutta also if it happens or not.
Yesterday I was talking about this only.
Yeah. So if it
People will move around in Audi and they will bargain on 2 lakh rupees.
correct, fine. So that is okay. So if that is the culture, okay. But if that is the culture, still this this culture can be managed. It can be managed by just showing that you know that it is anyways going to get slashed by 50%. Double the price. Double the price. And if you think that okay, if I double the price and if I send the quotation, he's not even going to lift my call. If you have that fear, go ahead and give him personally the beautiful looking printout of your quotation. Don't WhatsApp, don't email. And read the face and see, enjoy that expression, and say, sir, this is price. Let's talk. Let's talk. Do that investment. I did that in past, no offense, but I had some of the in Hyderabad wanted to do more interiors in particular venture. How can I target customers? Okay, Swati will come back to that. But I did that, to a certain so when I understand that this kind of a customer, when he's like quote, and when you give a quote, they're not going to respond. So if it is like very far and you really can't afford to go for that one small budget, let's say even if it is a 5 lakhs, 7 lakhs, we don't actually bother too much. But if we know that, okay, if it is a bigger project, maybe 20 lakhs, 25 lakhs, and if the client may not pick up call after giving the quote, I just go ahead with the printout and say, okay, I'm coming with the quote. He said, no, send me. I said, sir, no, sir, I'm coming. I want to meet you. I'm coming with the quote. I go and meet. If I have to send it through WhatsApp or email or something, I put one statement to him and I say, or maybe my CRM does that. Okay. We just go ahead and say, sir, you know what? You have asked for a quotation. We have prepared for it. Trust me, we have worked very hard onto it. Okay. So that's the statement that you need to make. You know how my quotation is like very fast. We finish in 20 minutes. So like we say, okay, we have worked very hard onto it. Okay. Now, just one promise I need from your side. Can I go ahead and make that? Now he'll not say no because he wants that quotation, right? Just ask for that permission and say, can I just go ahead and make one request? Do I have a permission? He say, yes, tell me what is it, Pusha? I say, sir, I'm sending you. But you know what? In past, it has happened that the moment we kind of send the quotation, the customer don't take our call. They don't respond to our messages. I'm sure that, you are not that kind of a person, but still I'm just telling you that what has happened in the past. So at least, whatever the discrepancy or whatever the doubt you have in the quote, please take our call or at least call us so that we don't mind coming to you and explaining our quote. Is it a deal, sir? Then he'll say, yeah, okay, I'll do that. I'll give you call. I'll pick your call. Let him agree that. Once he agree, then send it. After agreeing also, if he is not taking call and all, then he is an absolutely rubbish guy. But if he has agreed, most of the time, 8 out of 10 people will take your call. 8 out of 10 people will tell you what is the truth and they'll say, I can't afford or I don't want to go ahead or whatever. They at least give you a clarity. And my idea is to just get a clarity. That's okay. If he's not buying, I'm more than happy. I can get on to the next one. Get a clarity. So if someone is asking for quote, and he's not going to respond, put the statement. Anyways, even if you don't put the statement, you are anyways losing him, right? Put the statement and let's see if you are winning him. Don't get scared. Get that fear out of you. Most of the time we say, oh, he's a customer. How can I say this to him? You feel that, right? How many of you feel that? He's a customer. How can I say that? You can say that to him. You can say that to him because he's a customer. He's not a god. And someone says the customer is a god. I say, hello, customer is just a professional friend. Okay? You can.
हमको तो जो बोलना होता है वो फोन रख के बोल लेते हैं. फेस पे कुछ नहीं बोलते.
Sorry?
हमको जो बोलना होता है ऐसे ऐसे कस्टमर तो हमें भी मिलता है. Whatever we have to say, we just disconnect the phone, then we say.
Correct. So go ahead and say that, and then, I mean, then you'll enjoy the game, man. You'll enjoy the game. Okay, I'll just take Swati's question. Swati says, in Hyderabad, I wanted to do more interiors in particular venture. Okay, wanted to as in you don't want to do now? Okay, I'll consider you want to do more interiors in particular venture. Okay, whatever venture it is. Now, if you want to, okay, great. Good to hear that. Okay, my home avatar anyways. Okay, it's very close to my office. Let's do together. Okay, did 4. Oh, fantastic. Very nice. Okay, where is your office, Swati? Or if you're working from home or BHEL, okay. Okay, let's catch up sometime. So if you want to do, if you do want to do particular more ventures there, so anyways, if you have done 4, go ahead and tell your customers, get me lead from your community, and I'm going to give you a referral bonus. Now, referral bonus, probably you can just go ahead and decide how much you want. Maybe you can say that if you get me a lead, I'm just going to get your 1-bedroom automation done free with one Alexa. Just go ahead and make those 4 customers your sales warrior in the entire community. And okay, let's see if they do. And then say, okay, now you have given me 1 customer, your 1 bedroom is done with the Alexa. If you want next bedroom to be done, give me 1 more customer, or tell me, I have, something which is nice. Maybe I'll give you 1 artifact or something. You can do that. And it works for me. Even I last year, I gave around close to 4 to 5 Alexas to customers. I gave the standard ones. I picked up on the Amazon Prime Day, wherein it was cheapest. And then I kept it with it and I said, I have this offer, and I gave it off. Mohsin has done 1 project in my home avatar. Okay, great. So 5 projects. I have not done anything right at my home avatar right now. Didn't get a good lead, but all around my home avatar, yes, I have done. So it was all organic leads, Swati and Mohsin?
He's actually one of my friends.
Okay, friend. What about you, Swati? Architect? Isn't through architect? Okay, fine, great. So it is organic, right? But I don't know. When we are generating lead through Facebook, Insta, and YouTube and all, we are not getting lead from my home avatar. I don't know what's wrong. So till now, not a single project. But yes, maybe we are looking forward to do some.
People are not good over there, sir.
Yes,
The
I have seen that. I've seen that. The quality of customers are not that great there.
Yeah.
One of my friend has an apartment there. He moved. I am into PBL City. I stay at PBL City. So right now I'm sitting at PBL City. Okay. So one of my friends from my building, he moved to my home avatar. We played tennis together, but he didn't get it done through me, because when he asked for a design and all, and I said, I have a process, you'll have to go through that. And then he said, oh, anyways, I have to pay. Why should I pay to him? I'll pay to someone else. So that kind of mindset doesn't work. I said, okay, fine. I'm happy. More than happy.
And moreover, these carpenters are doing in my home avatar, sir.
Yes. Yes. So, see, you are now kind of understanding the segment of a customer. Fantastic. I'm loving that.
It's really painful, sir.
Yeah, it is painful. It is painful, but I anyways, by now you understood that how to build that medicine for those kind of pain, right? So it is very simple. Whenever there is a pain, just get away from it and turn that P into G so that you get into gain.
True.
So your journey from P to G is what is all about. Even Swati says that is the biggest problem over there. Okay.
So I have 2 queries.
Yeah, please go ahead.
One thing, that in spite of following all these processes and everything, Did you face anything exceptional? You must have handled any exceptional situation? If you can share this with
So
that with us.
exceptions you'll always face. You'll always face, and that is exception is actually filtering your C and D customers, and you know it, right? So we just let them go. Simple. We just let them go. Don't even entertain. So there is recently what happened. One customer, and we put him into the process and all that, and then he said, "Oh, okay, I'll just go ahead and pay you some advance, okay, and just send us the account detail." So we just send the account detail. Now, once the account detail is sent, my CRM is not going to leave. Okay. So he'll follow up. If the account detail is taken, you need to put some money. Now, then he stopped taking call. Okay. Then I got onto the call. I called him, so he took my call. Now, he didn't wanted to disrespect kind of a thing, and he took my call. And I spoke to him and I said, what happened? I mean, you're not taking Yusuf's calls. So is there any issue or something? He said, no. I think he's following up for the payment. I'm just give me some time. I'll just manage it, or I'll pay after some time or something. I said, see, you are completely getting us wrong. He's not following you up for a payment. He's following up for a meeting. Okay. And we never asked for a payment. You only said that you are going to deposit some money. So once you said, we are just following up, because you said, we didn't ask. Did we? I said, no. You didn't ask. Then like, no, I thought he is following up for money. I said, no, you come and then you see your entire design. If you're fine, you there and there. If you're liking it, the quotation anyways, you know how much it is. Anyways, the quotation that we have given. You ask for some more changes, we are doing it. And come over on the weekend if you are okay with it. We can finalize, and there you can transfer. Don't send money now. Is that okay with you? Then he said, yes, okay. Then now he's coming on Saturday. 4 o'clock is the meeting is fixed. He has agreed that, okay, I'll come and I'll finalize. So Saturday he'll come and he'll close the project. So sometime what happens now, you really need to speak to the customer in such a way wherein you make them realize that this is not some garden that anytime you'll come, you'll sit, eat some peanuts and put the wrappers here and there, and then just go away your home. So that is very important, because that is where most of us kind of, even I, before I also used to be like that, and we always, used to feel that, okay, if this guy closes, I'll have some project. This guy closes, I'll have money. Now I'm not like that. I'm like very strict, and I understand that, okay, as much as we need them, they also need us. It's okay if not me, maybe Ruben, Mohsin, Rajesh, Raktim, Meha, Subramanyam, or Swati, or Sumanta, or Mujahid, anyone, Vishal. But if not me, someone else, right? But as much as we need them, they also need us. So it is kind of is that give and take relationship. So why one should always feel that on a my bab kind of a thing? No, get that thing out of the head. Just believe what you are good at, go for it. Yeah, Sarthi, thank you so much. Yeah. Okay, no question from Amira today. Amira is kind of very quiet, and she's just sitting and listening.
No, sir. I'm just slightly not well today, so.
Okay.
But I went through the entire video and I'm just concentrating on what
Great.
everybody is saying.
I hope you were not exposed to any strangers and stuff like that, and you are safe at your home.
I am, but there are a lot of family in my house who turned positive.
Oh.
So that's why a little.
Take care.
Yes. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, who is next, guys? Some more questions?
Sir, I didn't work on the sales process chat actually, but generally what I do, can I go ahead over the call? Maybe you can rectify if I have any problem.
Yeah.
So generally, we get leads like they are mostly referrals. So once we get it, as we don't have any CRM, so I generally approach the clients and over the phone, or immediately I even don't give the quotation. So I'll meet up and I'll see the site, and I also have a process where I have a customer form, which, it includes all information like the family background and their professions and all, what all they like, what all they dislike, colors, and so many things. So once most of the people, they don't want to fill up, or they don't want to give us the information. So sometimes we have to fill it up, the form, like ourselves, by talking to them. So once this is done, we get into designing and all. So once designing is done, we'll get into quotation and proposal. So once this is done, we'll get into the payment. So once they release any payment, we'll start work execution, and finally closure.
Okay, that is good.
Yeah, but we face so much, sir, like people don't get back to us again, or they don't refer. Very few we get it. And what I have observed is, whenever we go through the process, um, whoever they come, no, they are very inspired by us and all. So even
Okay.
I want to improve
So
the
which
way.
which which stage they generally stop responding and stuff like that?
Uh, few after quotation and few after design. They take design and they walk off.
So you go ahead and submit the design to them, right?
We show them, yes, but nowadays I am not working on designs mostly, because once we get the payment, I am giving them the designs, and before that we give them some referral images and all that
Okay.
initial.
But earlier you used to give design to them.
Yeah. So as you said, like bigger projects, so we had one project at Kompally, that is actually 3 floors
If,
villa.
if you'll put a board outside your restaurant, eat now, pay whenever.
I am from Kompally.
Okay. So if you put a board saying that eat now, pay whenever, who is going to pay you, Mohsin?
Yeah, these days we have stopped, sir. We have stopped doing
Good,
that.
good.
This is a practical problem we also face, because the client who are physically accessible, we can go there and show them the design instead of giving them. But anyway, it is the designing is taking time and money as well.
Yeah.
So mostly the time is expensive. So what happens is we show them. Later, if some customers are there, some clients are there who stays very far from our site and our office. So we had to send them, and then they do not get back to us. Sometimes this happens. How to solve this?
Targeting the customer is not right. You are not actually tapping into the right type of a customers.
Okay.
Swati says I was positive in July. Oh my God, Swati. So I hope you are good now. Okay. Uh, great. So we have a Corona warrior in our group. Great. I work from India Mart. Mostly we get good leads. Is it? You get good leads from India Mart? Great. Nice. So, guys, in your areas also, you can just go ahead and
Sir,
try.
I'm also
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
Zubir.
also just thinking for India Mart, sir. What is your advice? Like,
I
is
have
it
not used
okay
India
for
Mart.
going to India Mart?
I have not used India Mart, but we have a testimony here live, which he
No,
says
sir.
that.
Actually, I do have other business as well. I mean, earlier. So now I'm not working on that. So we are into signages also.
Acha.
Then
Okay, I need some signages, Mohsin, if you can help me.
I can help you out.
Okay, now go ahead, please.
So
Sorry.
we had invested for 1 year on India Mart. We never get a single penny to that. So we have literally wasted our money. So I never
Okay.
get back to
So-
them after that. Yeah.
Yeah. So even Mujahid says that on IndiaMart for service professional, IndiaMart is not good platform. I have a bad experience. So it's a mixed emotion here if you see, guys. Swati says that she's getting good experience since 4 years. She is getting good leads, but two people are not getting good leads. So that is where I get kind of confused whether the lead is the issue or the process is the issue, or the platform is the issue, or what is it? Because they give the same leads to 10 to 12 people. Okay. Okay. Settings. Okay. So some settings. Maybe I don't know. Swati, if you are okay, you can just go ahead and share those knowledge to our community people, and if they can, use that, if you don't mind, so that they get some customers too. And I get maybe I learn something from you that way, because I never tried I just tried Sulekha once and I had a very bad experience from Sulekha. So then didn't go ahead with any other this kind of stuff. Just dial Sulekha in IndiaMart. Anyways, if it is working for you,
Sir, what
great.
happens in Just Dial and all, they just give a link and they just send our numbers to the customers, and we will also get a link to call back. But in IndiaMart, it is something entirely different. You will have a search engine, and you will search it, and you will get the lead who actually what they want in their own language. Like, I want interior to be done to my house, or I want interior to be done to my office, whatsoever, in their own language, and it's our wish to take that particular lead. So it is like a count, like weekly 10 or 20 leads. So if you are interested on that particular lead, or if you feel they are a real lead, you can take that lead, and your count will get reduced from 20 to 19. So it is your decision. So I feel like IndiaMart makes some difference compared to this Decile and all. So just
Okay, guys. So it looks like there is some setting issues. So whoever has a bad experience, probably give it a shot again. Work on your settings, and I think probably you'll get something better stuff. Okay. But more important is after getting leads, if you put them into a good process, your chances of converting that customer increases. Secondly, you need to see that what quality of customers you are getting, whether they are A customers, B customers, C customers, or D customers. Getting 10 leads, and if they are C customers, D customer doesn't make any sense. If they are good customers, then yes, you can just go ahead and do that. Meha says customer call all the designers at the same time, and it's customer call all the designers at the same time, and it's embarrassing. Embarrassing for whom? For the designer or for the customer? For us, no. Meha, once you are in business, you don't have to feel embarrassment. It's your duty to reach out to customer. It's your duty to sell. You need to be louder in the market so that people buy from you. As simple as that. I don't feel shy. I don't feel embarrassed. Even if like 100 people are following up with that customers, I still go ahead and follow up. And if he finds value in me, he'll close with me. So when it comes to sales, no embarrassment, no embarrassment at all. Right? Just think that you need to sell.
But this
Why they
but
don't buy, that's fine.
this thing happens. There are all suppose a client is through Facebook and he has chosen 4 or 5 designers. He'll call all of them at the same point of time.
This is
At the
giving
same point of time, and
so
it will become a conference-like situation.
correct. So here what is happening, when he's calling people, it is good, right? Because he's going to put that money and he wants to go with the best. How do you project yourself as the best amongst those 10 to 12 or 15 or 20 people? That is where your process is important. If you go ahead and put something which is wherein his ears hears something different, then those 10 people, he'll definitely going to give you a ear and say, okay, this looks good. Because if you are also saying that, okay, give me the quotation, this, give me the requirement, I'll send you quotation, or give me the requirement, I'll give you design, give me the quotation, or whatever, right? Those kind of a standard stuff. Or where is the site? I can come and watch and all that. No. What is that hook? Hook is the missing, guys. In the today's video also, I said that there should be a hook, right? When you go for a hook fishing, if you have the best fishing rod, but if there is no hook, do you think that you're going to get a fish? And even if you have the hook, you need to put that earthworm or some sort of a worm right in this thing, so that fish comes and tries to eat that, and then it gets hooked. So you need to work on your hook. When you're those 10 customers, 10 designers the customer is calling, you need to say something in just 3 seconds or 4 seconds. Then he says, okay, this is the guy.
Sir, can you give me an example? Hook.
Okay, Mohsin, you are saying example.
Yeah.
So let's say when we call up a customer, I told you, right? We just go ahead and say something that we want to, I don't want to take your time and we want to understand more you want. Here is the link. So when they go back, because here what happens, maximum time customer is giving you things on the phone, right? And 99%, 99% times, they don't save your number. But when you send a WhatsApp and link and all that, and when they go onto that link, apart from this, you know what happens? When my CRM is sending the link, along with that, he is sending my YouTube channel link also. That, you know what, in case if you want to get some idea on the lighting, furnishing, plywood, painting, stuff like that, or chimney or something, here is my boss's YouTube channel link. You can just watch it whenever you want. What happens when he watches me? They say, "Acha, okay, this guy is good. Okay, this is also. So he's kind of more interactive, or maybe kind of engaged before then, you know, he's actually coming into the funnel. You understanding? So we are not just giving him call and saying that, okay, give me requirement. So we are giving that also. Then he'll probably go to our Facebook page. He'll go to our YouTube channel. He'll probably, you know, we send a fact file also. After the requirement comes, then we have a process. After the requirement comes, we send a fact file and say, this is our fact file. Just go through it. Then once he goes to the fact file, he's engaged. Then there is another way of engaging. Then we show him the sub process, that how he is going to get something which is free, because we said that we are going to do free design, right? So how he is going to get free design? What are the limitations in that? We give that clarity. We don't say that, okay, left and right, we are just going to keep doing the designs. So we give clarity. That is how we kind of keep giving him nuggets. So that is what happens. So what happens? So, okay, so let me explain in, let's say, Jhatka and Halal, right? So what happens? Jhatka, you're just cutting like this. In Halal, you just cut like this, right? That's right? So what happens? What happens? You're going slow onto it. The bad blood comes out, right, Mohsin? You must be knowing it.
Yeah.
So do that. So whatever his bad thoughts about the interior designer or someone, that someone will probably, you know, take his money out and not give him the experience, and not, that is the fear customer always has. Why they are calling 10 customers, 12 customers, designers? Because they always have a fear that, you know, this guy will come, take my all money, will not give me experience, not give me service, and I'll be completely screwed. That is the fear. And when you kind of go ahead and build that confidence, go ahead and build that trust onto him, then he'll say, okay, fine, you know, this is good. I'm fine with it. Let's go ahead and understand more. Let him be more receivable. Every customer, trust me. Do you guys watch kickboxing? So in kickboxing, you know, the boxers always, they put their arms like this, okay? So that, you know, even if you are hitting, they kind of protect their face with the arms. So all customers come into the market with the arms up like this. And they say, okay, come Mohsin, if you are coming, Rajesh, you are coming, I'm just going to hit you. Okay, who is coming? Raktim, you are coming, I'm just going to hit you. Their arms are like this. And when, you know, I just go ahead and kind of, with our processes, they slowly put their arms down, and then we put them inside our processes. It is very important. Every customer puts their arms like this. They try to protect themselves. Not customers, even you do that. If you understand, when you are going to buy something, even if it is something worth 5,000 or 10,000 rupees, you are always with this kind of arms. Now these arms, Could be anything. It can be because of your financial situation, or it can be because you are in comfort zone, or maybe something else. But you always think, right? So if you think that, why customer will not think that, right? So when you want something to be, get a 10 times value, and if you think customer should not look at 10 times value, should not explore the options and only go ahead with you, it doesn't happen. You should not leave that option with the customer, that if not this guy, then who? Is there an alternative? If there is an alternative, they are going to go. If they find that there is no alternative, they are not going to go. And just get back into the flash. And every customer that has closed with you, they must have found that, okay, this is the guy. If not this guy, then who? Once they are convinced and they've understood that, they've gone ahead with. Is it happening something like that? If you're thinking and then you're realizing that, when they realize, okay, this is the guy, I want to go ahead with you, with this guy. If not him, then who? And they get this answer, they go ahead with you. Has it happened? If you're going in flashback and kind of thinking, the customer always shows that trust first and then buy next. Am I right or wrong? Yeah. So just go ahead and give that trust, show that thing. That's what I call it, as a trust funnel, guys. I put them into the trust funnel because they are strangers. They are strangers. You cannot just go ahead and ask money from a stranger. You need to make them friend. Other day I said that go ahead and date your customers. How do you date your customers? What happens in dating, guys? You meet one person every day, you meet, talk, right? And you know what is bad about you, what is good about you, and then you gotta start liking each other. Why? The customer got to like you first. People buy people first, and then product and service. If they don't like you at the first place, they're not going to buy. How much ever better designer and how much ever better execution you have, you may have the 1,000 testimonials on your Facebook, but if they can't buy you, they will not buy your product and service. That is, I can just give you in writing, guys. That is why I say that build that emotional connect, build that something wherein they give something that they want, understand their need, understand their desire, understand their problem. If you can take care of their need, if you can take care of their desire, and if you can solve their problem, they'll close with you. As simple as that. But if they see someone else is taking care of their desire and need, and someone else who can solve their problem better, they're going to go to them. And there is nothing wrong in it. There's absolutely not wrong in it. If someone doesn't buy with me, then it is a time for me to introspect that where I am failing, that I am not able to solve the customer's problem, where I am not able to take care of the need and desire. That is where I become better version of myself. And my conversion increases. Still everyone doesn't buy. That don't forget that. Still everyone doesn't buy. But you become better version of yourself. Be it design, be it operation, sales, or lead generation, marketing, whatever. Swati says, last month I sold epoxy resin table for 1.2 lakh through India Mart. Yes, Swati, I saw on your Facebook you are making some epoxy table and all that. That is something which is nice. So maybe I want to get in touch with you. Maybe for some of my project, probably I can use your service for those epoxy stuff. Great. So you are at BHEL sometime, I have a site at Kompally, so I go through that route sometime. I'll just give you a call or something and come over. Great, guys. So any more questions, please go ahead, or otherwise we'll just go ahead and end this session. So 4 days are over, guys. And today was the last AMW session. Tomorrow I'm going to give you a live, it's going to be a live training sort of a stuff. No AMW. Tomorrow morning, no video is going to come. And we'll meet in the evening for the last time.
hear me?
Yes, Rajesh. Sorry.
There are questions on slide.
Okay. Is there are few questions on Slido? Okay. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Yes, there are questions on Slido, Rajesh. 3 questions from Rajesh. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me. Vastu is a complicated subject. It differs from area to area. What people believe about it. Please share some more information about your view on Vastu. Okay, Rajesh, what I'll do is, since you have asked for this, I'm just going to go ahead and release one bonus video in the group. Okay, you can watch that, and that will give you the complete insight on the Vastu and how you can use Vastu as a template to design your layout. Okay, so that one bonus video for you guys. I'll just go ahead and release after this call. Then next question from Rajesh is, can you share any basic common rules of Vastu which you follow for your project? So anyways, that video will take care of it, Rajesh. Right after this call, I'll just release that. Any tips on how to find out which type of customer is the first interaction? Any tip on how to find out which type of the customer is in the first interaction? A, B, C, D. Okay, so what happens is customer A, B, C, D is first you need to understand where their project is. Most of the time, based on the location, you can probably figure it out that what kind of customer he is. Okay. Now, why I'm saying the location? Because based on the location, they have their spending capacity. Some person can spend 4 lakhs rupees, some person can spend 40 lakhs rupees. Now, someone who is spending 4 lakhs rupees, the requirement for that house is going to be the same. Like 40 lakh people also, it is going to be the same, and 4 lakh people also, it is going to be the same. 4 lakh people will also need a wardrobe, crockery, TV unit, and a kitchen and all that, right? But 40 lakh people, he'll have some additional stuff, and he'll be more open to the suggestions. He'll be more open to looking at a kind of a solution sort of a thing. But 4 lakh person, because since he has only 4 lakh, so he's like very calculative in his head. I don't want to get into someone wherein, you know, even if it is like 10,000 also extra, it is going to be pain for me. So based on that location, once you understand that, okay, this is the guy who can spend, these guys cannot probably spend, so that can give you A, B, C, D. Okay, because that is where the C and D customers, when they are spending less, they'll eat your head a lot. So your effort is more, your return is going to be less. Because if you're like looking at a 15% or 20%, it's going to be like what, 60,000 or 80,000. Right? For that 80,000 rupees, if you are nurturing that customer for 3 months, 4 months, with the execution and all that, then monthly average is like 20,000. I always take out the monthly average of everything, right? So that monthly is like 20,000 what? You cannot even pay your rentals. Forget about anything else. So is it potential? No, it is not potential. So that is one way of it. Second is, definitely if someone who is at a, maybe let's say, suppose since you are from Hyderabad, you'll understand someone from Banjara Hills or maybe Jubilee Hills, or maybe, you know, some, let's say, suppose for that matter, someone from Loda, or maybe My Home Avatar, or any good community, maybe Pebble or something. And they are willing to spend 15-20 lakhs rupees on a 2 BHK, 3 BHK, suppose. But they are not kind of finalizing with you. Even after a couple of this thing, you still feel that they are not warmed up. Okay, they are not warmed up, and they are still not kind of going ahead and giving you those signals wherein, you know, Rajesh, you are good, and we are kind of will go ahead and close it. Then it is a time you need to understand that these kind of customers are kind of customers who are using you as a Google. So they could be C customers. They are definitely not D customers because they have spent some time and you have nurtured, so you know. So they could be C customers. Now here you need to go ahead and give them a signal that if you really want to go ahead and work with me, this is the time. Beyond this, I cannot go. Just make a decision, either me or someone else, and close it so that I get a clarity that if not you, then I have to look for some other customers. And A and B customers are definitely more receptive. They are more open, and they'll just go ahead and give you all the inputs and feedbacks. So that is how you understand the number of, the type of customers. Okay. Where is your site in Kompally? So it's at Urjit Villa. Vishal, you are at Kompally? You know Urjita Villa? Yeah, so it's a villa number 34 and villa number 14. So we are doing 2 villas there. The work is just about to start. Sometime when I'm there, I'll just give you a call. Probably if you want, we can just come up and meet.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So I have a question. Sorry, you go ahead.
No, you go first.
No,
No
no,
problem.
you go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So one thing, when we are talking about social media marketing, there are Facebook groups. Like I am in some of those. Like I'll give you an example. Interior and Exterior Designers of Kolkata. There's a group. I was initially there because I can find a lot of vendors there. There are a lot of vendors who are good, and I get good vendors from there. But what happens is clients do come there. They ask for the membership and they come there and they post that I need a designer for XYZ project. What happens is that uh, the comment section gets flooded with 160, 49. The numbers are huge. So when we put our digital card there, okay, I, I I cannot decide whether it is a good marketing or it is not, because the customers are not coming anyway. Most of times, okay. So the comment section is flooded with, and most people are there are vendors only, carpenters and all of this. They do. Some people do not understand English as well. So if someone is there that I want to sell wallpaper, they will go that I do carpentry work. Please call me at this. These things are happening there. So I could not understand whether to exit that group or to be there. I'm just asking for a suggestion and advice.
There is no harm being there in that group. Uh, Go ahead. If someone is saying, just go ahead and put your details. If you are lucky, sometime you will also get picked up. So it is like, playing that a game wherein, you have a lucky chit or something, your lottery kind of a stuff. Sometime, Raktim Ghosh. Okay, you won this time. So Raktim Ghosh got the work. Okay. So this is like, kind of beating in the bush. You don't know whether you're going to get it or something. So this kind of marketing, what happens, you cannot project your sales. Yesterday I talked about setting up a goal, further, uh, dividing those goals into 3 months and 45 days and stuff like that. So when you have a marketing which is uncertain, you don't know you're going to get a lead or not, then you actually cannot go ahead and fulfill your goals, right? You cannot achieve your goals. To achieve your goals, you really need to have a specific strategy wherein you're getting a leads, number of leads, and you are processing those leads through your process. And at least you know that what is my conversion out of that. If I'm having 100 leads, I know my conversion is 10%. So I'm going to convert 10 customers, and average ticket value is 15 lakhs. I'm making 1.5 crore in a month. So that is how it is calculated. So these kind of groups are just junkers. There's no point in it. I am also part of some Hyderabad. I don't even remember what groups and all. I am there. And someone
Interior
when puts
designer,
up that I'm looking for an interior designer or architect for 2 BHK, 3 BHK. Some of my friend also, if they see, they'll tag me there. And I just say, thank you so much for tagging me. And then I don't even follow up that customer. We don't consider that customer as a customer. Because what happens, when the customer comes on my page, when I'm doing lead generation campaign, he comes on my page, takes effort to put his name, email address, mobile number and all that, and submits. That means he has taken that first step towards me. Then we reach out and we say, thank you so much for reaching out to us, and we got your details on our Facebook page. Can we go ahead and ask? So there is a different kind of a seriousness. Then, I call up him and say, because their customer is not giving number. Otherwise, this phone is going to get flooded with the calls and messages and WhatsApp, right? Some people will say, first the POP fellow will go. He'll send 150 photograph of the false ceiling design. He'll say some carpenter will send some 40, 50 images. So customer will go mad. So he'll never put that his number.
And the Pinterest screenshot.
So he's anyways not going to put your number. So why there is no point even putting that number, your number there. And best what you can do, just look who the people are putting into the comment, right? just go ahead onto the customer profile, send him, DM him the complete on the messenger. Okay. And say, look, you know what, you're looking for someone. And if you are interested, please drop your number. Let me get onto the call with you for just 2 minutes. That's it. If he's coming, that's okay. If he's not coming, it's okay. If he's coming and putting his number, go ahead and call and say, you know what, thank you so much for giving your number. I just don't want to take too much of your time. I'm into interior designing and execution. So on this number, if you have a WhatsApp, I'm just going to send you a link wherein if you give me a, you know, your requirement, probably we can just go ahead and talk further about your needs. Just do that. That's it. And then see how it is going. If it is happening, it is happening. If it is not happening, it's okay. And free lead anyways, right? So it's an organic lead. So this is how you can just go ahead and do it. Don't put comments there. Just go ahead and put it onto the messenger, because when he goes into the messenger, at least he'll see your name. And if he sees, if he feels, if he stays there for at least 2 seconds, he's going to go on your profile. And your profile should further make him reply you the message. It can happen. Did you ever message customer like that? Good. So keep doing that. Sometime you may be lucky. So, but my whole problem is to being lucky like that, right? My whole problem is.
I closed leads from there also.
Great. Then there is no point leaving that group. You know, if you're okay with that, you can just be there. But I generally don't like to be.
Conversion rate is so low that it doesn't attract me.
True. Yeah. Okay. Amira, your question quickly. It's 8:36.
Sir, it's really late. I think I'll post it on the group.
No, it's okay.
I'll
take your last question. No problem. Go ahead and tell me.
Okay, so it's about my project actually, but I wanted to show you the picture. So can I don't know if I can share content on this, or should I just put it on the WhatsApp group? But
if you want to share, if you're on laptop, you can just go ahead and share the screen.
Okay, I'm on the phone, so I'll just share this picture with you.
Okay.
So this is the first render that I've done out of Neo Foyer. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So I want to share. So this is the project that I'm doing. And my biggest concern here is, how can I share more?
Okay, just go ahead and either put into the group, or
okay, I've
maybe
done.
you can DM or something.
Yeah, you've got it right. So this is the layout.
Okay.
Okay, so where you can see the pots, that's the entrance of the house.
Mm-hmm.
And when you enter, this is the drawing room, and that's the connected dining area. And I've given a console in the center.
Okay.
So now my question is, when you have a layout like this, so there are a lot of walls that you need to accentuate or give like stand out the walls. So here, if I'm not able to understand, should I highlight the dining table wall, or should I highlight the console wall, or should I highlight the wall when you enter right after this partition on where this sofa is there, the brown color sofa?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like this one. So I've put a painting here on this wall, and I've put a wallpaper here, and I've put a wall decor next to the dining area. Like I want to accentuate it with some plates there.
Mm-hmm.
So now the wall color, should I keep it same? Will it make the look, if I keep a darker area like a cappuccino or a slightly beige color to the dining area, will it make it look thinner or bigger?
Is that console next to the dining is going to be the dining console?
So this is the only place actually for a console. Yeah. So it's going to be like a crockery cum dining.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crockery cum dining console, right? So don't go ahead and put wallpaper behind that for a couple of reasons. Okay. Maybe, that is where the food pots and stuff can be kept or something, or maybe sometime if the party or something, the bowls are going to get arranged. So there are, it is more likely that, sometime your wallpaper will get spoiled.
Okay.
Alternatively, what you can do is just remove the wallpaper, put a plain paint or something, and instead of that mirror, you can just go ahead and put a couple of shells or maybe something of that thing, wherein some artifacts can be put up. Or so that is how you can take care of that wall, and don't do much there, because anyways it is like a console. Or maybe if you are okay, you can just go ahead and give a wall unit there.
Okay.
Just sleek wall unit, maybe in some abstract pattern, up to you.
Okay. Okay.
Dining, next to the dining table, you have given that the plates, right, on the wall.
Right.
So instead of that place, maybe you can just use it on the wall, which is like, in the front when you look at the linear room, right?
Right.
Bang opposite to the TV.
Right. Right.
Okay? So treat that wall, because if someone comes into that
No,
space,
actually, I
that
didn't
wall is
add. There's a
becomes the
big
emphasize.
window and a door here.
Oh, so you have missed out onto that.
I missed out on that.
So
Yeah.
if there is a window and the door, then just go ahead and cover that with a complete big curtain from wall to
Right.
wall, ceiling to ceiling. Anyways, that wall is taken care of. Then you can go ahead and put something on this wall where you have already put. What is happening opposite to that, which is the brown sofa that you talked about, right?
Yeah. So there is this wall.
Yeah. So here you have given one big painting, and there is a AC on top of that. But then after that, there's a huge wall which is left, right?
Yeah. So their wall, they want to use it for photographs because of Vastu. I don't want to put it there, but they want to use it for because of Vastu, and they want family photographs here.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So behind the sofa, then don't go ahead and put some frame. You can just go ahead and put some mural.
Okay.
Maybe you can just go ahead and put some metal mural or something of that sort.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And the space which is opposite to dining, I mean,
Yeah.
opposite to that.
That's a room.
Plates,
That's a room.
then you're sorted.
Okay.
So then,
So
what
the color should be one of this entire area. I usually do just one color walls, but
do one
in this
color
I was
wall.
thinking.
Do one
Okay.
color wall. One of the wall you can just go ahead and emphasize, because since you have a complete dining in the dining area, you have a door and window and all. You are going to cover it with a curtain left and right and top
Right.
to bottom. So that is going to be your emphasis. That is going to be a focal point, right? So
Okay.
then rest of the thing you can just keep it in harmony, and it should look good. Go for a good rugs when it comes to the sofa area and all that. Maybe you
Okay.
can just go ahead and put a couple of side tables next to sofa and have a nice side table lamps.
Right.
That should do good. Okay. Don't miss out onto the fan. If the fan is not there, go ahead and put some, hanging lights and all that.
Right.
Nice lightings. Okay. Accent lighting
Okay.
and stuff. It should look good. Work
Yeah,
on
I
the
haven't
ceiling.
actually completed it because the class was starting, so I'll complete all of that.
Great, no problem.
So which
But
wall
yes.
are you saying that we should accentuate? So just this wall
Yes.
with the
Yes.
mural and
Yes.
no other wall, right?
No other
Okay.
mural. No other wall.
And the dining part also I should remove. The plates also I should remove.
There it is okay if you're leaving it, because it is not visible very much when someone is moving it. When they are dining,
Yeah.
that is okay. No issues.
Okay.
Because anyway,
And
the curtains is going to be the major impact, bringing the major impact into the entire space. So
okay.
whatever color that you're putting on a curtain, just try and bring those colors on the dining chair, and even some loose cushions on the sofa. Keep
Right,
the sofa
right,
in
right.
harmony and get those colors. Maybe if it is a cyan, or maybe some gray or yellow or whatever color, I don't know, whatever you are putting, get
Right.
that kind of color pulled till the sofa, so that what happens, it looks kind of connected. Everything is
Okay.
kind of in a nice harmony there.
Okay. And if they want to use a mirror because they believe slightly in Vastu, so these were the only two areas where I thought the dining or the console, because there is no other wall other than this where we can put a mirror.
So I think then is this particularly on this wall only they want mirror or something?
No, it can be on the dining wall also, where I've put the plates.
No, what
And
is
it
happening
can,
when you are entering and that partition is there, right? So when you enter and there's a wall which is
so
bang
there's a
opposite.
kitchen and there's another room there. So I'm only doing their drawing and dining right now.
Okay, so maybe there are a lot of doors and stuff which you have missed out on those.
Yeah. So
Then
every
no
wall
problem.
that has door.
Then if the mirror is what the Vastu requirement, I would still suggest then take out those plates and go for something which is a mirror. Maybe instead of plates, you can go for multiple big and small circular mirrors there. It may
All
also
right.
look good.
Okay. Sounds great. ठीक है. Thank you, sir.
Okay, guys. So see you tomorrow in the evening at 6, and rest well. Thank you so much.
Aisha, good night.
Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Good night, sir.
Bye, Subbu. Bye, Mujahid. Swati, Vishal, Mohsin,
Bye, sir.
Neha, Rajesh. Thank you. Bye. Bye.
So where is your office, sir?
My office is in Narsingi. If you know Om Convention. Okay, what do you know in Narsingi? Taramati Baradri, you know?
I know that road only, sir. I have never been
Okay,
there.
so anytime if you're coming, just
I
let
have
me know.
searched it in Google Maps.
Sorry?
I have searched it in Google Maps. There is a location 1 hour from my home.
So otherwise, just go to the Google and say latitudepro.in and you'll find my office.
When can we come, sir?
Don't come on weekends. Otherwise, any day in the morning is okay. Just let me know in advance so that I'm not stuck up with the client meeting and something like that. Otherwise, anytime you guys are welcome.
Thanks.
Yeah. Monday and Tuesday works best for me because that is like when I have a lot of breathing space. Yes, Neha, any question from you?
No, just I wanted to say I was there once in Hyderabad for a month,
Oh, okay.
and for the shoot of Azhar film. So I mean, I'm not that aware of the areas and all, but it was quite. It's a very different kind of a city. So I don't know how working there is.
Yeah, every city.
The people were not that cooperative. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's my experience.
Oh.
But the workers were not cooperative at all, and they wanted to go home by 6, and it is so difficult.
Here, people are Nawabs in Hyderabad.
Yeah,
That is where I made my niche because I am first of all I'm Mumbaiite,
yeah,
and then on top of that I'm Gujarati. So I'm hardworking, and I always grab the opportunity. Where by the time people get up in the Hyderabad, I'm like done with my business. So that is what. So here people
That's
are
why here most of the people use North Path Metaphysics.
so we are little laid back. आज करे सो कल करे सो परसों जितनी भी क्या जल्दी है यारो जब जीना है परसों. So,
it was really difficult one month for me. But
So I'm leaving. I have to leave. I have a work. Sorry. Good night.
yeah, good night, Rakesh. Thank you.
we are also planning to shift to some smaller city. And initially, I was skeptical about this. That how will I
Thank you, Swati.
go and develop everything new. So, but my husband suggested that once you go to a new place, then you have this fascination, saying that you are from Mumbai, and people are really very kind of liking this idea that some designer from Mumbai is coming in.
I encourage that idea.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, let's give it a try. So we are just planning. Let's see how it works out.
Yeah, no, Hyderabad is a good opportunity because it's a growing city
Yeah.
and lot of opportunities coming up more. And traffic-wise, it is good. Weather-wise, it is fantastic.
Hmm.
Yeah, people are also good. No, I'm not finding anything which is tricky.
Yeah.
Only one thing we'll miss probably in Hyderabad is the Mumbai street food. Those
Yeah.
sandwiches, pani puri, and pav bhaji. You'll not get the authenticity
Yeah.
here in.
Especially we are vegetarians, so Hyderabad is full of.
But in Mumbai, we'll not find the Hyderabad biryani. Sir.
Yes.
Mumbai, you'll find everything, Vishal.
Everything you will
Hyderabad biryani will not find this. Sir.
You'll
You
find
will
everything.
find.
Different.
You can come. We can treat you with
Everything.
Hyderabadi
Because
biryani.
you know what, Vishal? The
Sir.
best of the best performer in that from the particular city is always wants to go and perform in Mumbai. So you'll have a best Hyderabadi biryani. Even you will eat some of the best dosas and stuff like that in Mumbai.
Yeah, I went to Mumbai twice.
Even to certain extent, even chole bhature you'll get.
Yeah.
You don't know Parla area and
Yeah, I used to stay in Vilepalli. So.
Radha Krishna, if you go once, like.
Oh, amazing!
His name,
My mouth is watering now.
Yeah, I mean, I was not been that side.
I've never been to Mumbai. I really want to be there once at least.
Yeah, go. You should visit Mumbai and, if possible, spend at least 6 months in Mumbai.
Yeah.
Where are you from, Meha? In Mumbai?
I'm from Kandivali right now, Mahavir Nagar.
Okay, Mahavir Nagar. I did a project in Mahavir Nagar.
Yeah, so I want to explore here itself because the clients are good. that's what I feel. They spend also, and then they're very genuine most of the times. There are other
Yeah,
like
because they don't have time to cheat.
yeah. And so I want to explore nearby areas, and obviously, like you said, Ville Parle and all these are very good areas, Juhu. And I used to work for KNS Architects when I
Yeah,
started
please,
my.
Amira. Thank you so much. No problem. You can leave.
So I used to work there. I mean, when I started my just after college and all. So
Hmm.
it's like it was like an internship, and my experience was not that great with an associate over there. I would not like to matlab, say more about it, but it was a good experience. Like I get to go on the sites on the first visit itself. Like initially only I started going on sites and all, so it was a good experience for me.
Great.
Then after that I decided I don't want to do a job ever in my life, because that we are working at the same the hard work is there, and all the money goes to our bosses.
If you'll say like that, I hope my team is not on call. Otherwise, they'll leave the job tomorrow.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, it is just that's what I think, because like being a Gujarati, it's a bit difficult to do a job.
We just never get into job.
Yeah.
We can't fit it.
Even my family, like my dad's side's family, is all completely into business and all those things. So it's
એક મોટું કરવું છે. એક અલગ
uh,
કરવું છે.
someday. And I've seen them doing big stuff. Obviously, they are at our native place and all, and they have this I don't know what business, but goods no business, shame they're up unloading and whatever. They have trucks and all. So I've seen that. So that's there in my blood. I feel sometimes that I
Great.
can do it.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah. And with your motivation, I'm really very sure. And with your ideas, I will definitely improve, because
Wait
till
for
now
tomorrow.
maybe I was doing
I've still
something.
not shared the idea. You just wait for tomorrow. And there
Okay.
might be
Yeah,
some
tomorrow is
many
the big day, and I'm just waiting for it.
Great. Great. Okay, guys. So see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
And actually, people who actually resonate with me, they just go ahead and give me short testimonial kind of a video and all that. So any one of you who feel like giving me, you can just go ahead and send me a testimonial, and so that I can post it on my Facebook group and all. So other people who are kind of getting skeptical of spending that 5 day on WhatsApp class, they at least get some idea that what exactly happens, and
Yeah.
it's really worth being there, right? Okay,
And
guys. So
one more thing, sorry, I wanted to tell you that one of my friends or colleague, he's not that much good with English and all. So is it okay if I suggest him this course next
Yeah,
time? Like,
he
will
can
he
speak,
be able to
speak
understand?
Hindi. He can ask a question in Hindi. I'll reply in Hindi.
Yeah, but the rest of the things, like I hope, I mean,
Yeah. So the next week only I'm doing one session. Then after that I'm going on a break for 2 weeks. Then there is no WhatsApp class. Then after that WhatsApp class is going to come up with something which is a different kind of a level altogether, because I'm working on something different, and it's going to be the new version of a WhatsApp class, and it is gonna be not gonna be the WhatsApp class. It's gonna be the boot camp. So that is what I'm kind of halfway I'm done designing. So it's gonna be the interior boot camp. 5 days.
Are we missing out anything by coming early?
You can just come and join. So,
yeah, we can
Yeah.
definitely.
anyways,
So it will be around in October.
no, I mean, so next week I'm just finishing one. The registration has happened, so there are already some 25, 30 people are there. So for them, I'm just going to do the same 5 day WhatsApp class. After that, 2 weeks, I'm not doing anything.
Oh.
I'm just working on a lot of stuff, so I need time. So I'm not doing 2 weeks, and after that, so maybe this entire month will go September. Yeah, October is what I'm looking at launching that. So it's gonna be the interior boot camp, right? So something which is exciting. You guys can join again.
Sure, definitely.
Great. So if you are part of Facebook group, I'll be putting there, so you can just come and join again.
Yes.
I think I have joined, but you will get. Will we get any notification for the 5th?
Yes, I'll be posting. I'll be posting about it into the group for sure. I'll be posting. Yeah. Okay, guys. So see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Take care and good night.
Sir.
Yes, yes, Mohsin.
Okay. So you are looking for some signages, you said, right?
Yeah. I'm looking for it. I'll just get you connected one to one. Just ping me on WhatsApp. Okay, and come over to my office sometime. We can discuss that. Okay.
Fine, sir. And one more thing, I'm really, I would like to, work with you for somewhere, at least a project.
Sure. The idea of building this community is to work together, and I always believing in working together. Alone, I cannot do anything. I still believe so whatever the knowledge and experience I have. Still, I believe that alone I cannot do anything. That always keeps me humble, and I need people like Mohsin, Rajesh, Vishal, Neha. So that something you are good at, probably I am not at. Something I am good at, you are not at. But when we come together, we feel, we are that missing part of puzzle, missing piece of puzzle, right? So I believe in that, and we'll definitely work together.
Thank you, sir.
Great. Thank you, Rajesh. Thank you, Vishal. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good night.
Final good night and final bye.
Final
Sorry
bye.
to end the call.
Sorry for that delay.
No problem. I'm absolutely okay, guys. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.